never nothing in this world can make me fall away. Okay, we're live. We're so live. Should I go on Instagram, guys? What do you guys think? I don't know where my tripod is. I should probably prepare for these things, but preparation is so overrated. So overrated. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Ooh, your girls gotta get it together. Hey guys, I missed yesterday. I was so sick yesterday. I had such a I need to stay in the bed and not talk to the world day yesterday. So that's what your girl was doing. Took a day off. Don't judge me. It's 10:35. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's raining here in Dallas. I know that I need some sunshine. I just feel like I need to leave the country really quick. And I'm kind of jealous my brother's in a room right now. Yep, jealous completely, actually. There's no kind of. Jealous in a good way. I'm very excited that he's out the country. And I'm just very excited to continually I just want us to all, not knock over plugs and stuff with your knee, but also I just want us to all just travel the world and get out. And even if you don't want to leave the world, maybe you want to stay in your city, because most people who've never been out nowhere, they'd be like, nah, that's too much. But traveling expands your mind, and I want everybody to be able to do so much. That's my passion. That's why we are even here, because I could teach you anything that I know how to do, that I've been able to accomplish, but the mentality is what stops us. Our mentality is what stops us. And one of the things that have been coming up in the conversations, just with my loved ones, and I'm really excited. My loved ones are just doing things, they're taking leaps of faith. And the reason why we have Good Tea, again, is so that we can work on our minds. And I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed. I'm completely obsessed. We wrote a song about it, actually. It goes, I'm only here to win, only here to be my best. Excuse me, I'm just a little obsessed. Matter of fact, who can tell me I saw somebody let me make this easy for you guys. What's the word last week that I told you guys it starts with a G. This is so easy. It's been on Good Tea for Life. What's the word that starts with a G last week that you're supposed to be focusing on, okay? If you get it right, first two people get it right, you're going to get that album, the song that I was just singing. I'm only here to win, only here to be my best. Excuse me, I'm just a little obsessed. What's up? Good morning, Drea Hot Styles, Kim Richardson. What's the word that starts with a G from Good Tea for Life last week? Nope. Good one though, Drea. We actually going to talk about that today, but that's not the word. It starts with a G. Let's see who actually on Good Tea. Listen, y'all, catch the replays. Meet me here. We're always talking about. Yes, Jackie, girl, you got it. You won. Jackie just won. Let me see if anybody else gets it. Technically, you could cheat right now. Next two people. The way that you claim this is you meet me on Instagram. Go follow me on Instagram and then send me a DM, a message. And then I'm going to give you the code so that you can get this album for free, guys. You get this for free. All right. So here's the go. That's a good one too, Christina. But that's not it. Jackie just won. She just won. What's up, boo? Okay, so listen. You guys are giving me good G words. These are all good G words. You guys are saying grind, goals, goal. You know what, Drea? I like your two words. Meet me on IG. Follow me on IG and then inbox me. So I'm going to give you Drea one. I'm giving Jackie one. One more. And Christina, I got you. I always give in. And it don't matter. Meet me on IG. 3 people just won a free album download right here. Me and my girl, Regan Hillier. So listen, here's the deal. Something that's consistently popping up in the last couple of conversations that which I'm obsessed with this whole thing, and I'm always going back to revisit. It's simple. It's what do you want? It's getting clarity on what you want. I just see even myself, I'm always reassessing what I thought I wanted, not from any other perspective or point other than just being clear, certainty. If you're not clear on what you want, that's why there's turbulence. If you haven't made a decision, and then that's the whole thing of just people are just indecisive. You're scared to say what you want because maybe it goes against what you grew up learning. Maybe, I don't know. There's always a million reasons, but here's the reality. y'all, my hair is so nappy. Like, your girl is in violation. I'm going to spend some time today getting really cute. Anyway, you know, you look at the camera, you're like, oh God, but you got to show up anyway. Some of y'all ain't doing your live streams because you're waiting for your makeup to be done. Ain't nobody got time for that. People need to hear what you have to say. If something's in your heart, you need to share it, go for it. So I keep having these conversations with people, my loved ones, and I love that my loved ones are all trying new things and they're thinking differently and everybody's expanding. It's just being clear on what you want. And you'll be surprised what's stopping us, even me. Like, there's always something that when you begin to write it on paper, it doesn't even seem like a big deal, but you've been letting this incident, you've been letting this moment, you've been letting this one thing stop you from even asking for what you want. So many people are scared to ask for what they want. And here's what's even better. I want to give you guys a couple nuggets today. Nugget number one, right? Let me make sure y'all got your pens and get your pens and papers. Get your pens and papers. Make sure you're taking notes, guys. And I want you to think on these things after this video is done. Okay? After this video is done. Number one is getting clarity on what you want and be unapologetic about it. Like, for real, don't care. Okay? Do not care about what you want. You get to ask for it. Period. You get to ask for it. So that's it. You don't need to explain it. People are not going to understand it also. And so don't be feeling the kind of way when someone that you're interested in, when your friends, when your family members start to say, like, that doesn't make sense. Oh, so-and-so tried that and it didn't work. Bump that. If it came to you for a reason. It's your job to catch. I believe ideas and visions lose energy. So I think that's why I'm so kind of like, I know I seem dramatic, but it's like that urgency and that emotion that pushes you into action. That keeps you going when you want to give up. So if you lose momentum because you're too busy worried about what so-and-so said, which so-and-so ain't even done what you're trying to do, or they don't have it, or whatever. I love it, Christina. Like, you can't be worried about them. The target was given to you. It wasn't given. The thing that you have set your sights on was given to you. It wasn't given to them. So what's going to happen is, once you have decided that this is what I want, obstacles, barriers, naysayers, negative things, all of the rain shall come. All of the rain shall come. That's just the way that it goes. When you've decided that you want something, it's inspiring. You're inspired. But then the work is required. Come on, somebody. So the work that's required, that's a different story. And listen, can't nobody do your push-ups for you. So, like, for example, the conversations that people have been having, people with money, people without money, like, whatever. I've just been talking to a lot of people. And people are just tired of whatever they're experiencing, and they want something different. But not only do you have to want something different, and you have to want it more than you want to be comfortable. Does that make sense, guys? Transformation starts to happen when your desires begin to, like, literally beat on the doors of your heart, and you want it so bad that it's going to require you to disrupt your norm. It's going to require you to disrupt what's comfortable. It's going to require you to move what feels like a mountain. It's going to require you to sit still, because there's a stillness. There's like, someone offered me to go somewhere and do something. And it was interesting because I said, I remember in my 20s, like, I just wanted to go and do and be just to fill time. There were times where I just wanted to go and kick it because it was fun. Like, and this offer was amazing, right? It's like, this is an amazing offer. And I keep getting all these amazing offers. And I'm like, checking my posts, like, what's wrong with you? You normally want to do that. But that's just filling time. See, when your desires begin to knock so hard, and when your clarity, when your vision begins to get super, super more and more clear, you're going to begin to not do what you normally do. You're going to be willing to sit still, sit on your hands, close your mouth, even in times where you normally would, like, go just cause, like, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't for my greater good either. That's when you know God is, like, really stirring you up. Like, you got to really, like, pay attention when you'd rather sit in stillness and not choose, because even these choices, they don't serve the vision. They don't serve the thing that's knocking at the door of your heart. And so some people are going to say, oh, you're too busy. Oh, you're too this. Oh, you're too that. Oh, you have high expectations. Oh, that's cool. You don't even get offended. Like, I can't even get offended when people tell me stuff. When I be like this, okay. Complete. Like, I'm complete. It's cool. Because what God has for you, God is going to send the right people, the right resources who are completely comfortable in your crazy, who will help you get to where God is taking you. And it's going to be a blessing to them. It's going to bless them. You're going to be blessed. Y'all going to go bless others. And it's going to be huge because you were willing to sit still instead of fill time with meaningless things. You're willing to chill at the crib because you know that thing, even though it's not bad, it's not serving me. If I can just live a life of, does this serve me? Like, is this really serving me? And when I say serving me, it's serving your greater good, your purpose, your cause. And if you don't know, and here's the thing is, like, we always say we don't know, but we really do know. Like, if somebody put a gun to your head, you would probably guess what it is and what it ain't, right? But there are things in our lives that we're doing to fill time, and it's just time out. It's time out to just do things just to fill time. And it's okay to sit still. And it's okay to be bold and unapologetic about what you want. Be bold, be unapologetic about what you want. And trust that God is going to give it to you in the perfect time. So everything that's happening right now is working for you. And when you can begin to just live in that space of everything is working for me. And also understand that there are some things that are happening that don't feel good, that you signed up for it. So now you don't want to play no more, but you signed up for it. So also understand that you need to quit tripping because this is what you signed up for. Come on, somebody. See, that's the stuff that people don't like. People don't like to face the reality of, you signed up for this. Now, you may realize that it no longer serves where you want to go, but you still have to also reap what you sowed because it is what it is. So there may be some things that, sting a little bit when you release it. There may be some people that's going to be mad, some people that's going to be sad, but at the end of the day, it's always working out for you. Even that thing that stings is a testimony, because now you can speak to the fact that, hey, you can help the next person. Like, if you never had to let go of something, if you never had to go through something, how are you really going to inspire the next person with whatever you're doing? I don't care what you do for a living. It doesn't matter. If you got children, how are you, what I think is a disservice when I see parents don't tell their kids what they actually went through and got to overcome, because you're trying to seem perfect. But it's such a blessing to know that if you overcame drugs and you don't tell your children, and you don't even know that spirit is going to come against it's going to try to, the same thing that tried to attack you is going to try to attack your children. But because you weren't vulnerable enough to tell them, here's what I had to overcome. Here's how I went through it. This is why I know. This is what, you got to be willing to talk to them and have a relationship and be vulnerable. Same thing with any other thing. You got to be willing to share your overcomings, because it's blessing the next person. And that's how the world becomes better. The world seems really big when you say we make the world a better place. Donna Ross did that beautiful, did that beautiful, did y'all see Donna Ross? I was like, I just want to wake up and get dressed like that every day. Reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. That's such a beautiful song, and it's so simple. The world is, your world is the world. And if everybody just looked at their world view, which is your house, your kids, your job, the people that you meet along the way at Starbucks, that's your world. That's what you see. That's what you know. As you grow and as you travel, your world expands, right? But your world as you know it, if you just seek to be a good seed in your world, and if you seek to be a person who is always looking to bless and serve others in your world, if each of us sought to do that in our world, what happens is throughout the world, you have all these people wanting to do good and wanting to show people God's grace and God's mercy and God's love. And so what happens is, the world becomes a better place. People don't tolerate nonsense, because in all these communities bubbling up are these people who are dropping good seeds and seeking to change lives through our businesses. People think that it's just in church, but you run a business. If you run a business, you're coming into contact with your community, then you have the opportunity to continuously show people God's love. And that just spreads. It trickles down into the households and into the families. We underestimate the power of word of mouth. I just talked about this the other day. Cardi B and the music video. Last time I checked, it's 11 million views. 11 million views. We checked it at 8. It was 10 a.m. in the morning. It was at like 2 million views. By 4 p.m., it was at 4 million views. The next morning around 10 a.m. it was at 11 million views because people just keep talking. You don't understand the power of your talent, your skill set. Like I tell my housekeeper in LA, like, I promise you when this lady cleans, it feels like Jesus can walk through your house. Like the whole peace of the Lord is in your house. Like I be literally mad because I'm like, why does she clean my house better than me? I don't understand it. Like I want her to move to Texas. I'm like, maybe I promise you I'll get you 10 clients on retainer. Like I know how to set up your business. Don't worry about it. She's like, I don't know how. I was like, I do. She tell your husband, y'all moving to Texas. It's more work out here. You're going to live better. You're going to get a bigger house. I was really trying to convince her. She halfway was listening. But the point is, there's a skill set that you have and you're underestimating it because it's your first language. English is my first language. So I don't really pay attention to the struggle that someone would have who doesn't speak English that moved to America. Because it's easy for me. I'm like, oh, yeah, you can just YouTube it. And they're like, no, I need your help. Whatever you do, you're underestimating it. And you're like, it's easy. Just Google it. Just whatever. Like, you're just like, it's not even a big deal. People that know accounting always act like numbers are not a big deal until you get somebody. I need a calculator to calculate like 25 times 7. What? I don't know. I don't know. I need to calculate 25. Who knows what 25 times 7 is off the top of the head? Not me. And I don't need to know because that's why we have calculators. It's 175. I keep a calculator next to me. I honestly don't know how I passed math in school. I was in honor classes. I have no clue. I think teachers just like me because I used to be in class all the time like, I don't belong here. Why am I in honors classes? I don't get it. I know they put me in there because I had ADD and it was like, we got to put her somewhere where at least she's challenged because she likes a challenge. I don't know how I passed. My point is, you have something, you're worth something, you're still here, you're watching this video, you're so valuable. But until you get decisive, you keep waiting for God to show you like some stuff that he gave you a brain. He gave you a brain, so some stuff he just not gonna be like, yo, you need to put the 1 plus the 1. No, God said use the calculator. I gave it to you, boo. Wake up, use the calculator. That's what it's for. Somebody made that. I blessed them with the vision to make the calculator. Now we have all types and sorts everywhere. You can use it on your phone. Use the calculator, okay? Because I'm not going to come. Why? I gave you a brain. I gave you also knowledge. And I told you to apply that so that you can be wise. Therefore, you're waiting on things. And then we begin. Let me tell you what we do. The world makes us fill our dead space. Like in a season of waiting, we begin to fill our space with things and people. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing because we don't want to sit at home. We don't want to sit still. We don't want to just be quiet and listen. That's the enemy. The enemy wants to clutter your mind with stuff, keep distracting you with stuff, and keep turning your heart and mind and eyes to stuff because it keeps you from realizing how amazing you are. It keeps you from starting. It keeps you from freaking sitting down and saying, so many people pay me to help them because when I realized the power of numbers, I'm very OCD. Like even my cousin's been working. I'm sorry for my cousin to come over. She's been doing stuff for me. And I laid out yesterday, like, here's the numbers that we need to track. We got to track this, this, and this. And in 2 weeks, we're going to do this. I'm teaching her how to manage a business, even though she's doing it for me and I'm telling her what to do. When she walks away, she's going to know, she's going to have a skill set that the average business owner, it's simple stuff, but it was hard when I didn't know the information. So I struggled. I felt like I was on a hamster wheel when I began to do business. And then when I realized the things that I had to track and measure, and then I can just take that information and know where to move, then my business began to grow. It's really easy, but mentally, we have so much clutter. There's so much stuff. There's so many options. And the whole thing is, don't get overwhelmed. Just keep praying that God show you people. God show you things that are in your faith. God will show you people's intentions. And then here's the deal. He's going to give you choice. You have to choose because God gave you will. Like that's the strongest thing. You can't change your mind. God had the children of Israel. He was giving them all kind of miracles after miracles after miracles. That shows you that miracles don't all of a sudden make you just stand correct forever because you can get the miracle and then the next day something happens that's stressful. And then you forgot the miracle that you got the day before. And then you're right back where you started. So listen, thing number one that has been constant over the last, I've been having a lot of conversations and I'm like, man, yo, like it's going down. I've been running an online business. You don't talk to a lot of people after a while because everything's in group and I'm not doing one-on-one. So with my new business that I'm building, I'm doing a lot of one-on-ones and people, you guys, we want more. We're thinking like there's got to be more to this. There's more available to me. You're seeing things and you're looking for opportunities, but you're not clear on what you want. So that's why the opportunities that are right in your face are not registering. They're right here. There's opportunities right here. They're here. And you're just like, I wish there was an opportunity. I wish there was a way for me to do this. I wish. You sound like the R. Kelly. I wish. Don't you talk about R. Kelly. Don't come to me. Still a great song. Here's the deal. You just wishing. We've seen this song in choir. Wishing and hoping and praying and thinking and wishing and hoping only gets you so far. It only gets you so far. You have to get clear. And the crazy part is what I've noticed is everybody's scared to be clear on what they want. And here's the other part. I'm so clear on stuff I want that I'm not compromising that people begin to get nervous. And so then they start tripping. Then people that you like really thought was dope was like, well, no, they start doubting. They start projecting their fears. That's why you got to watch your tribe, player. Watch your tribe. Get clear on what you want. I'm saying this, and you already know this is not new. But yet, if I call 10 of y'all right now, is there somewhere in your house where it's just super clear on the number, the lifestyle, the weight loss? Like, what is it that you want? Seriously. How many of you guys right now are like, for real, you know exactly, like you have mapped out the next 90 days, you know your income targets, you know your maybe you're trying to do something like start a business and you want to have it up and running in the next 90 days. Maybe you want to lose some weight, maybe you want to gain some weight. Maybe you're trying to like learn a skill set and you said by this date, I'm going to have this. How many guys have really gotten clear? You have not gotten clear. And so the frustration, because you keep doing all these different things, I get it. Like I get it. But what I know for sure is we don't get what we're not clear about. If you just say, I want a man, you're going to have a whole lot of options. And in this case, a lot of options, you don't want that. You need to be clear on the personality traits. You need to be clear on you need to be clear at all our doors. And then the cool thing is that as you begin to go out, you get to get clearer. Oh, I thought I wanted that. I don't want that. No, definitely don't want that. Oh, I need that. I need that. I don't want, like, for real, you got to get clear. It's just like going to the grocery store with no grocery list. You overspend or you walk out not getting what you thought you needed, but you got some stuff, but it wasn't when you get home. You're like, now I did all of that and I still ain't got what I wanted because you didn't get clear on the list. You didn't make your list. And so you get what you're clear about. And if what you're getting is gray and cloudy, you ain't clear enough, player. You're not clear enough. And listen, you want to be bold. You want to be unapologetic about it. You want to be complete in your yes and complete in your no. Complete in what you desire. And that's it. No excuses. Don't listen to other people's fears. Talk about it tomorrow. Here's the next step. For today, I want you to be like, for real. You know what I love? I have this journal. So this book is special to me because of a lot of reasons, but I had this in and I would just write all these different things. And I mean, I'm just such a writer, guys. But when I look at all of this, I was just writing out what I want. And I just kept writing it out. And the cool thing is that I actually hit this stuff. I remember when I first wanted to create my online class, I was scared, and I kept writing though. I kept writing. I began to write out how it was gonna work. Like, this is old. This is so old. Look, short hair you. That's not even what I called the business, but that's what I originally called the business. But I just was like, okay, I'm gonna I just started writing out everything. And guess what? What I thought I wanted, you can see me change and go, oh, I don't want that. I thought I wanted that, but I don't want that. But I just look back. But the clearer I got, the more closer eventually I created the business. It's just like, wow. But it doesn't start when you're just, everything's in your head and you're not writing out. Like I was so clear, I began to write to the customer. So at the time I was trying to figure out who did I want to buy certain things. So I would actually I would write to the person. Like, this is fake. Like this is not a real person. But I wrote to her and I'm like, look, I had a conversation with the customer that wasn't even real yet. But that's how clear you gotta get. This is 2013. Okay. And then I just like for real, y'all, the clearer you get, and it's crazy because people don't want to do this. People don't want to do this. And I want you to really ask yourself why. What are you afraid of? You're afraid it's gonna work? You know what's so special? One of these pages my mom actually wrote. I was at my mom's house and I was writing a song on a piano. This is my mom. This is 2013. And mommy was writing. This is when my mommy can no longer write. Like, this is so special to me. I should just frame it. And I was trying to figure out how to play this song on the piano at their house. And I don't even know. I can't read my mama's writing. I've never been able to read. She writes shorthand. Anybody got a mama who know how to, people just, I don't know. I can't read her writing. But it's so special because I didn't even know. I'm sitting here getting clear on my goals and creating all this stuff. And my mom is like losing her mind right before my eyes. Like, you never know. You never know. And so what I'm saying is freaking get clear, okay? Because time is short. Life is too short to be filling your time with just, I'm going to do this until something pop off. Ain't nothing going to pop off if you don't pop off. And ain't nothing going to pop off if you're not clear. Hate it and love it, I don't care. It's just the way that it goes. So I dare you to get super clear on what you want. Getting clear looks like, for example, with Short Hair Bootcamp, I took that page out of here because I was teaching this. But I would write, I make X amount of dollars a month. My first goal with Short Hair Bootcamp was $5,000 a month. I didn't know how. I never created $5,000 of recurring revenue from the internet, but that was my goal. And when I got clear, that's when things begin to happen. That's when I began to notice opportunity. You have a part of your brain, what's it called? The reticular activating system or something like that. RAS. I always say RAS. I think it's reticular RAS. Yep. Let me see. Let me get y'all. This is like science, okay? Reticular activating system. So basically what this does is it filters things. And so the more you give your mind a target and clarity and a clear goal, it's going to filter stuff that ain't got nothing to do with your goals. That's why people tell you to write your goals out in the morning and at night, because you're training your brain. It's such a simple thing that 98% of people, I forgot what the percentage is, only 8% people do it, okay? Let me see. Brian Tracy always talks about this. How many people write their goals? It's a percentage. 3%. According to the best research, less than 3% of Americans have written goals and less than 1% review and rewrite their goals on a daily basis. So the reason why people don't set goals have been look at this. Brian, look, that's crazy. You guys, it's something so simple. The payoff for setting goals and making plans is being able to choose the kind of life you want to live. And I digress. I rest my case. Your life gonna always be jumbly, and it's gonna be telling you what's up. I literally what you want, and don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the moments in your life that make it look like it's not gonna happen for you. Everything is working out for you. You're going to be able to achieve more than you ever imagined. I want you guys to know it starts with writing out what you want. I've talked to several people. Good, that makes sense. I never thought about it. Now I understand what they meant. I reach one person. That's all I want. I just want to reach one person. Can I just reach one person? And can you just rock with your girl? I promise you. And even when you get specific, You can even play bigger. Like I can play bigger. I'm not playing big enough, period. It's time for me to step it up. It's time for me to do something drastic. It's time for me to go all in on something. It's always time, like it's always more. There's always more. But you have to build the habit of writing what you want. If I had never started, I wrote that I make $5,000 a month, and I put the date, a year from that day, and I wrote it every day. I make $5,000 a month from the internet. My highest month so far in November was $30,000. I was like, I'm on my way. I want to consistently hit 40,000 right now. And I halfway feel like the reason why I'm not consistently hitting 40,000 is because I feel like maybe I should just go even bigger than that. Because the same work that it takes is crazy. The same work that it takes to get, I didn't do nothing different in November except for be in front of more people with the same conversation. So meaning I could do the same thing. Like you see, I'm talking to, so it's always here because things happen in your life. My mother, like dealing with my mom's decline in health is stressful. It is completely, even now, just thinking about it, instantly I want to cry. It's crazy stressful because you watch somebody decline and that can throw you off your game. So listen, it's not, once you get clear on your goals, things are going to happen. Darts are going to fly. Family stuff, money stuff, job stuff, but it's no excuse. You got to pull yourself back. You got to pull yourself back in the game. You got to get up and get going. And guess what? If you get up and get going, but you have no goals, you're going to keep hitting the same wall and you're going to be irritated. And you're going to be like, I know that there's more. Why does this keep happening? It keeps happening because you haven't gotten clear. There's so many scriptures that speak to getting clear. And you also have to believe. That's like huge. So many times people will walk up to Jesus. I need to find all those moments in the Bible. Jesus would be walking around healing people. Everybody in the hood already knew Jesus was the man. They already knew that he could. He has a track record. He already had proven himself that he can heal people, period. Bring your mama, bring your dog. Everybody getting healed, period, point blank. Jesus would ask those people. He gave them choice. And he's asking you and me, do you believe that you can actually be healed? And this is why we do Good Tea for Life. Because sometimes it's really scary. You say, I believe. But then the back of your mind is like, who am I going to be if I'm no longer the girl from the hood? Who am I going to be if I'm no longer, I don't know. What's your story? Who am I going to be? I know some people who have been sick for so long, they don't know how to be. They don't feel comfortable being well because now nobody's checking on them. And being sick, at least people will call and check on them while they were sick. And so if they get healed, who will check on them? And that's scary for them. So they'd rather stay sick because at least while I'm sick, somebody can check on me. And you may not be sick, but I know I've stayed in relationships because it's like, I just don't want to be alone, right? Because of the abusive relationships I had, I literally don't like being like, I'm like, I hear noise. I'm like, oh my God. Like I typically would buy apartments that are really, really little so I can see all the entrances. That's how traumatic the abuse was for me. I don't want to, because somebody was in my closet. Somebody broke into my home in my closet. Like, so when you go through that, I don't want all this space. When my ex moved out of this house, I was like, I had a panic attack because I was like, oh my God, I come in the house and there's like so many places. It's too much space. So you stay in a relationship just because it's convenient. That's mean, actually. That's mean to the person and to you because it's convenient. What? Listen, this is what we're doing. This is why we can't get to where we try to go because we're clouded. We clouded. We fill in our space with stuff we don't need to fill our space with. Be cool with letting stuff go and sit and feel and trust that God is going to show you. That's why you need the Holy Spirit. That's why we need God. You have to ask God into your life and ask the Holy Spirit to lead you and to guide you every single moment. Every single moment. It's a habit that you build. And God is wanting you to be successful. He would let you prosper. I want you to prosper because when you prosper and I'm in the middle, in the center of your life, you're going to tell everybody I couldn't do this without God. And then millions of people will know that God is the reason why this person is successful. So yeah, I need you to be successful. I need you to holler at me because I need to come through and do some things that you in your human self cannot ever do. Open invitation. open invitation. Make your goals, make them clear. Love your voice and energy. Get your note with Gay Arbuckle this morning. Yay! I love her. She is so fun and talented. Oh my gosh. That was such an honor. I was like, Gay, you look a legend in my eyes. I mean, I grew up singing her music. Like for real. We used to sing that song. Oh my God. That was amazing. It was fun. She is fun. That was awesome. That's a cool thing that she's up to. You guys got to check that video out. It's called Get Your Note. Go on Facebook and follow. Type in Gaye, Gay, and then Arbuckle, ARBUCKLE. And she and I did a fun video. It's on IG. So go Facebook, IG. Let me see. I'm gonna show you guys. Forever is a long time. That's how much I love you. Y'all gotta get that song. Forever is. Okay, go follow her. There we go. On Instagram. And she and I are singing a quick song for Black History Month. I grew up singing that song. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. So you guys go check that out. I hope it blesses you. That was fun. So listen, write your freaking goals out, people. Nobody got time for this. Like my dad said, do I got to put a gun to your head? Just do what I say. My dad is such a military person. Jeez Louise, so intense. But he's right. Just do it. Ain't nothing to it. Did you say that you wrote out every day that you wanted $5,000 a week? I said a month. Knowing what I know now, I should have said a week. But I said a month. Because I was being scary. That's thank you, Kelly. That's what I could envision for myself. And that's why your goals will change, because what you want now, once you do some things, God is going to show you that there's more. God is an abundant God. Oh my God, he's so abundant. And so what you think is a big deal now is not even a big deal, but it's what you believe. It's what you can support. Because if you set your goal for something that's just so big and so and it just scares you and you're paralyzed, you're not going to do anything. So realistically, I would definitely set my goals. Good, Ken. Y'all know Ken the one that came up with the title for Good Tea for Life. Thank you for sharing. You're welcome. Singing your song, Believe. Yes. Believe. I believe. Yes, I believe. I believe. That's a bomb song. It's on iTunes, you guys. Anyway, moral of the story, I'm gonna go now. Write your goals. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about believing and what it really takes to bring things into fruition. I guess this is goal setting week. How about them apples? Okay, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna just keep digging into this. This is where we are. Meet me back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central. What's tomorrow, Wednesday? Yeah, 10 a.m. Central. Now listen, I was on ski time today. It just be like that. Awesome sauce. Yes, Lord, I believe. Yes, your voice is such a beautiful sound. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you guys, I keep forgetting. I have CDs. I'll do another live stream where I sing to you guys. You guys, I have more CDs in. So you guys can go to LakeishaMichelle.com and order your motivational music, because that's what you want to be playing every day, so that as you're going through things, you can just be singing these songs that actually empower you and remind you who you should be. And we're going to talk about that this week. Let's dig into goal setting, because here's the deal. A lot of people have a lot of goals, but you have to know that when you set a new goal, the thing that we overlook is, who do I need to become in order to bring this into fruition? Who do I need to become in order to bring this into my reality now? Who do I need to become? What type of person, what type of characteristics? That's the part that we skip, because a person who's making, X amount of dollars, there's something that they're doing. There's something that they're believing. There's a way that they're acting. There's a daily habit and skill set that they have to obtain. And so you got to go seek that out, and you want to model what's working. And so it's really, really powerful, because once you set those goals, that's when you can't help. If you want to actually hit your goals, then you have to know that you're signing up for transformation. You have to know that you're signing up for transformation. So many people sign up for business and they say they're not salespeople. Don't get me started on that. You have to know the minute you started a business, you're signing up for transformation, because in order to make that business successful, you have to really be dedicated and committed to show up when things look faulty, when things look shaky, when things don't seem like they're going your way. You have to become a different person to deal with different customers and personality types. You have to become a different person in order to manage the money, in order to grow the money, in order to like actually have a vision for the business. You've got to be different. You've got to have a belief that's bigger than you. When I look at like Beyonce, where I've been following Beyonce since I was a kid. If you look at what Beyonce started out doing, if you're a real Beyonce fan, even if you just look at the dance moves and her certainty on stage, her vocal clarity now versus back then, she just kept growing herself. And as a result, everything around her is huge. You look at the Formation World Tour, just go Google it on YouTube, the behind the scenes. It's huge. It's this monstrous thing. And I'm like, it's larger than life. And if you look at the documentary, I just watch it and I go, wow, it's a result of Beyonce continuously growing Beyonce. And people are going to say she's this, she's that, whatever, but she continuously grew herself. Same thing with any other person that you admire. LeBron James. I love looking at athletes. I love studying Michael Phelps. Go look at Michael Phelps' coach, though. What Michael Phelps' coach literally gets paid to speak about, and he goes around everywhere speaking. You guys are broken down. 80. He goes around speaking about the power of vision. And he told, when Michael Phelps said his vision, so you want to have somebody in your life that when you say your vision to them, they hold you accountable. Even when Bob Bowman said he didn't even know how Michael Phelps was going to achieve the vision. Michael Phelps always visioned himself winning in the way that he even won. That's what clarity gets you. So for me, I go back to those stories and I go, oh, Michelle, you ain't clear enough. And I don't care what I've done so far. It doesn't matter. What I did yesterday doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters because I still make stupid mistakes. I still do stuff. I'm still not super clear. But what I know is that the things that I've done that seem cool to others, I'm over it. You can't keep living on what you did. Who cares? That was yesterday. On to the next. Like, you have to be grateful. Yes, we care. We're excited. Celebrate those things, but you should be always moving forward. What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? Do you think Jesus lived off his last miracle? No. Jesus didn't live off his last miracle. It was always on to help the next person. And because you're continuously growing yourself so that you can be a blessing to others, everything around you has no choice but to freaking elevate. But you've got to be committed to the transformation, and you've got to be committed to being uncomfortable. It's time out for being comfortable in your discomfort. It's time out. Time out. Write your goals out. Don't be writing no little vague goals. You need to make sure that you are clear. So tomorrow, when we come back, I would love to know if you actually went home and began to get clear on what you wanted. And when I say get clear on your goals, like, you guys, take a sheet of paper. It's very simple. First of all, if you just really look at how you want to live, I make my goals based on my lifestyle, and I was like, you just look at how you want to live. How do you want to be paid? How do you want to receive money? How much money do you want to receive? What is that money going to support you in doing? Like, you need to be like, I have a paper. Let me show you guys how clear. Like, I know who I'm paying before I even have the person. Like, seriously? Y'all see this over here? These is checks. And this right here, that's who's getting what. So I have my rent, the type, because the place that I'm going to be living in, I already looked at it. And so I have like the rent that it costs to live there. And then my living expenses, I have that. This health and groceries, guys, every month. Come on. Let's get it together. There was a time when I didn't know. That's why I'm like, come on, y'all. We gotta get it together. I ain't judging. Judge free. So like rent, my living expenses, how much I'm saving. Also, even putting towards like debt. What is this? Taxes. My media assistant, my operations manager, education for myself. Profit. I know how much I'm putting into my profit accounts because that's the account that you don't touch. Where that's stacking. That you don't touch that. My travel expenses. I know how I'm going to travel. So because I know how I'm going to travel, I have to plan for that. So you have your normal goal, like you have your normal existing expenses, but then you plan for the life that you're moving towards. Like, I don't like flying regular. Like, I don't want to fly regular. So you have to plan for it, okay? You have to plan. Not saying I don't. I'm just saying, when I can, I want to consistently be doing certain things. So it has to be super, super clear. Now I have those targets. I know like the color schemes. Like, you have to be really spend time and make it a fun game. Don't make it something that stresses you out. Fun. This is the part that you actually get to use your imagination to actually bring forth something powerful in your life. God gave you imagination for a reason. That's the moral of the story. I'm done. So go write your goals out. Get clear on how much you want to earn. Where are you living? How do your kids feel? How do you feel because look at that goals back there? That was from last week. You got to be clear. Pretty point blank. You will hit none of the targets you set every single time. Okay, I'm done. I'm complete. This is a complete rant. Good tea for life today. Goals. How many of us have them? Goals. The ones we can depend on. Write them out. I love you. Share the stream. Get specific. Use your imagination. We're going to talk about that this week. So meet me back here tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central. Turn on your notifications. Subscribe. Turn on your notifications so that you see when your girl is live. If you are watching the replay, what up? Please take some time. Don't say you don't have time to write your goals. If you don't, what are you doing? You're just going to be floundering. I just feel like it's a flounder and it's just stressful. Write it out. Write it out, write it out, write it out. Peace out. I love you. Thank you for watching. I will see you on another live stream.